here a little bit closer where you can see what's going on. I'm glad you get to see my muscles at work. Alright, hold on. Alright, I got you set up where maybe you can see what's going on. I know a lot of times I don't show a whole lot of the work. I figure that a lot of that's boring. You'd rather see the end product, but I'm trying to give a diversified video and maybe show some things. So what I'm doing is cutting the front of these cab corners off to put them on the other, not cab corners, Lord have mercy, bed corners, the front bed corners off to apply to the other bed that I got to come off another Tundra with a different body style. Vibrations. Just like cutting through hot butter. Not really. That's pretty rough on your hands and your wrists, but this little sawzall, I got it off Amazon. I looked up cheapest cordless sawzall on Amazon. This sucker was like $30-something. But it seems to be working pretty good. It's got these little old 20-volt batteries, 21-volt batteries. They're not too bad to deal with. Trying to figure out where I'm going to do a little bit more cutting at right here. Let's go ahead and cut across. Then I know where I want to come down to. Blades that my wife bought at Rural King a few hours ago. These blades cut like hot butter. These blades are doing a phenomenal job. Set you up where you can come around here and see where I'm cutting through. Alright folks, I'm back. I'm set up in a different position here, so maybe you can see what I'm doing. I've cut right into the side of that bed. I tell you, those Milwaukee blades, I'm not sponsored by them, but they're the best that I've used in a long time. They just cut right through that metal like it's nothing. So I may have to put another blade on here in a minute. We'll see how long this will last. I don't know how much more battery life I got. Those batteries, they last a little bit, but they're not as good as I'd like. I hope I got the setup where you can kind of see. Pretty bad vibrations. I'm going to lock this thing down where I don't cut a finger off. Change this battery out. I'm going to lay that down upside down so I can tell what it is. I'm going to put another one on here. These are 21 volt. They got the charging port made in them. They just snap on like that. They're pretty doggone good. Across here, and I think since I got this portion done, I'm going to move this little workbench out from under this. Watch these muscles pop out right here. Okay. I'm going to move you again. This tripod's about 6 foot tall. I'm going to adjust this where you can see a little bit better. Stay with me. Okay, maybe you can see right there. So, what I've got accomplished is I've cut all the way down through here and all the way down through here. So this is loose. So what I'm going to do is cut across here, leave me this bottom piece. Let's see what we can do. This inner fender right here out, so I don't have to cut through it. I'm going to cut this moves out of the way. I'm going to cut right through here and cut this triangle piece off. blades, or sell them off on the ground or something. Lordy, Lord. Pay attention to what you're doing, folks, or you're losing your blades. Alright, let's try this again. We're gonna make it. I know we are. We're gonna make it. Commercial break. Let these old muscles rest up a second. Alright, folks, let's see what we got there. I was able to cut through a little bit more. Alright, that's what I was hoping to get. So this piece will go on the driver's side on the front of the bed. It's got the shape for the front of the bed to match the cab of the truck. It's got the shape down here of the body line. Goes into the middle. So I'll be able to attach it here. That'll come here across. So, mission accomplished. Gotta figure out what I did with my other blades. They done fell down through this hole, folks. These are high dollar. These are called Torch medium metal, Milwaukee. These right here do it when nothing else will, I tell you. They'll cut through some metal. Alright folks, that's it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Broke as hell garage. Or we may be broke, but we'll get the job done somehow.